Okay, so we're bubbling along on our trip through the digestive tract, and I've changed my picture. I've modified it just a little bit to add a gallbladder here. But again, we have the stomach and the duodenum, the pancreas, and the gallbladder. And in the last discussion, I had talked about pancreatic secretions. But the question is, why did the pancreas release their pancreatic juices anyway? Well, what it is there's another hormone. So I said we're going to talk about a variety of hormones here. So we talked about gastrin. Now, when the acidic chyme enters into the duodenum, this is going to stimulate the small intestine to release a hormone called secretin. Secretin. It causes the acid in the duodenum, causes the release of secretin. And what does the secretin do? The secretin then goes through the circulatory system, but it has its effect on the pancreas, and that's why the pancreas secreted all those enzymes plus bicarbonate ions. And again, all those enzymes were to continue with the digestive process, but the bicarbonate ion was there to neutralize the acid. So we had the acidic nature of the food stimulating the pancreas to release its secretions. Now, the gallbladder. If there's a lot of fat in the food, fatty chyme in the duodenum causes the release of another hormone. This is a third one, and it's cholecytokinin. It's a mouthful, so we usually just abbreviate it as CCK. Cholecytokinin is a hormone that is released in response to fat in the duodenum. It's released by the duodenum, and it doesn't have its effect on the pancreas. Oh no, it has its effect on the gallbladder. And what does the gallbladder do? The gallbladder stores bile. Bile is produced by your liver, but it's stored in the gallbladder, and it consists of two components. It consists of bile salts and bile pigments. Bile pigments are just something you're getting rid of. It's the byproduct of recycling the iron that was found in red blood cells. You know, red blood cells last for 120 days. But anyway, so we had bile pigments. We don't worry about them anymore. It's just going in and being part of the waste. But bile salts are going to break up fats. Okay, so let's think about it. If you're washing your dishes and you've got a lot of fat, a lot of oils in the water, it just gets everywhere. But if you add a little bit of soap, that oil breaks up into little tiny particles. That's what the bile salts do. The bile salts emulsify. Let me make sure I've got the right term here for it. But the bile salts are going to break the fats up into little tiny droplets so that it's emulsification. Yeah, that's what I thought it was called. And that means the fats, instead of being big blobs of fat, they break up into little tiny blobs of fat, so the lipases can break them down and digest them more rapidly. So bile salts are released as one of the two components of bile in response to the hormone cholecytokinin that we tend to abbreviate as CCK because the other is such a mouthful. Okay.